Please note that throughout this video, there will not be any Assassin's Creed Odyssey gameplay, because I cannot be asked to record that shit, and or make you suffer. Welcome people to another fucking video.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Today, we are going to be talking about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, you may ask yourself, why? Why are we talking about Assassin's Creed Odyssey today? Now, the reason why is because I want to tell you how and where Assassin's Creed Odyssey went wrong in the game perspective of my knowledge, right? So, let's get started. Now, Assassin's Creed Odyssey came off the back of the amazing Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, Assassin's Creed Origins did well for what it was supposed to achieve. It was supposed to achieve something new in the Assassin's Creed spectrum. It was supposed to achieve greatness, which it did. It got the Assassin's Creed formula and the RPG formula, mixed it together. Boom, you have a brand new child that everybody loves. Now, you may think we might get a Bayek sequel to continue the origin of the Brotherhood, or we might get something else, a different protagonist, something that leads on from Bayek, something that's also beginning of the Brotherhood, however, from a different place, you know, something good like that. However, we didn't. You know what we got instead? We got this. Now this game, this RPG, this Assassin's Creed game, now this game was released, right? This game, actually no, before we even get to the release, we're gonna go to the announcement. Now, Assassin's Creed Odyssey was announced in E3 2018. Now, here's the thing. We didn't have a CGI trailer for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. No. Because, one, I don't know why. Two, if you want people to be intrigued by your game, if you want people to go, oh yeah, I want to play as this badass character, you know, in Assassin's Creed, that usually works, right? It gets people hyped, it gets people ready to play, it gets people to speculate what the game is about, things like that, you know. It's a nice little thing to do. Now, Assassin's Creed Odyssey decided to take a different route. Now, I'm not going to take a long term of, you know, start to end of Odyssey. I just want to give my opinions on why it flopped in my eyes, right? But I think that was a very, very bad idea in not putting out a CGI trailer, right? Because in our eyes, in the Assassin's Creed fandom's eyes, if you do not spit out an Assassin's Creed CGI trailer, you will not have a successful game. Now, the only reason why I'm saying this is for the main fact of every single game that's had a CGI trailer, right, has pretty much done kinda good. Kinda. Except from Valhalla. The only reason why Valhalla did good was because people like to, you know, it's the highest paid Assassin's Creed. So it's like, apart from the highest paid Assassin's Creed, it's kinda not great on the other spectrum of gameplay wise. So, you know, do what you will. But honestly, I didn't realize they didn't have a CGI trailer. I just saw the I think it was the gameplay trailer or something. It was in gameplay mode, so I don't know. You know, I just saw that, I was like, okay, cool. Now, to be honest, I didn't know this even existed. I didn't know Assassin's Creed Odyssey was even announced or made. You know, the only way how I knew there was another Assassin's Creed was through one of my mates. And obviously, me being an Assassin's Creed fan, this was very, very bad of me. How dare I not know? So, I went home, looked at the videos, I was like, you know, I'll buy it anyways, cause me. So I bought the game, you know, started playing it, and it was okay. Like, the start was really cool. I liked the start. The start was pretty cool. I can't deny that. Did well on the start, Ubisoft. But other than that, it just went downhill from there. But yeah, no CGI trailer. But that's a you did naughty Ubisoft right. So, what else? What else happened? Right, so we're going to skip forward to the game's released. The game's released, people are playing it, people are making reviews, things like that. And every time when it came to a review, everything was pretty much the same. Same answers, same conclusion. It's not an Assassin's Creed game. And also, the world is very big, but the world has nothing about it. Like, you can go around the whole world, go into every city, and it basically looks copied and paste. You know, everything looks practically the same. You will not stop. And so, say if you, because there's this test, right? If you just walk forwards, right, in this game, if you go forwards, right, continuously go forwards, and you continue and continue, go through every single place, go through every single, cave, everything, right? You won't necessarily go and explore. Nothing will pique your interest. Everything is the same. There's nothing very different about any of the place. So it's kind of like, it's not very great in that sense, because you're basically walking around in this world that is very empty and just pointless. The NPCs are not doing anything. You're the only playable character, and like everything else is just not happening. You don't have things going off like you do in Unity or Syndicate. You don't have things going on in like the old games either, because the old games had things going off as well. This game just completely fumbled the bag, and I don't know why, they decided to go this big of a scale for one. Yeah, it's kind of impressive. I can't knock them for that. It's kind of impressive. However, you've also got to think, oh, we've got to fill this world up. You can't just have it filled with water and expect everyone to be happy with that. Cha-ching. And before you say, oh, they did it with Black Flag, no, they did not. No, they did not. One, Black Flag was on a small scale. Two, it was big enough for ship battle, for naval combat. Sorry, I was about to say ship combat. Yes, same thing, but I want to sound smart. Yes, it was big enough for naval combat, but each island, each city was completely different. There were people doing things, there were people walking around, everything was good. So before you bring Black Flag into it, don't try it, because they've been trying to capture Black Flag's magic for years, and it's not happened, right? And as someone that said that Black Flag is not their favourite, or even in, I'd say, top 5, top 10, I think, it's like, come on now. You can't just bring up Black Flag and compare it to Odyssey. If you actually play the games side by side, or just compare them side by side in each thing, you'll see that Black Flag has more depth than Odyssey. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. And also, can we just note that this game is not Assassin's Creed at all? Like, it's before the Brotherhood, right? And I know there can be some sort of, group or whatever that is basically the Brotherhood before the Brotherhood is established. But if you want to really go through that, I ain't talking about that. That's long. I like to keep things short and simple. But, you've got magical powers. Magical powers. Okay. You can jump off high places without fall damage as soon as you reach level 18. The leveling system itself is super fucking slow, and regardless of if you do the side quests, you're still leveling up super slow. Like, let's be fair. Now, the main character, whether you play as Alexios or the canon Cassandra, both of them are very, very bland, right? Now, with the main character, it's like they wanted to do one thing, but then decided to switch it with another. Because now they have choices in this game. And choices in an Assassin's Creed game is kind of stupid, in my eyes. Choices should not be a thing at all. At all. Because what we're left with in this game is bland, one-sided characters, 1D characters. There is no depth in these characters. They're just as flat as my booty cheeks, like, goddamn. She's like, could you not put at least some effort into this shit. Come on now. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a huge fan of RPGs, right? But RPGs? Yeah. Role play. Yeah, RPGs. I was kind of thinking of the rocket launcher, or is that something else? Anyways, but you know, like, could you not put some sort of thought or some sort of 3D-ness to these characters? Like, goddamn, they're so bland. It's pathetic. Come on. And also, I'm just gonna go straight to the ending of the game now. Assassin's Creed Odyssey has multiple endings for the game, just for base story alone, and it says that you apparently Assassin's Creed Odyssey is your Odyssey. That's the tagline. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is your Odyssey, right? So, if you get the ending where all family members are dead and it's just you, or it's just the mom and you, right, or anything else that is not the whole family, that is apparently the bad ending. Because apparently the good ending, the proper canon ending, is all of them stay alive. So like, what's the point? If there's going to be a canon ending and a canon way to play the game, what is the point? Someone please tell me, what is the point? You may as well just have a full-fledged story, kitted out, a full-fledged character, you know, come on. Save yourself some aggro. Help yourself out. I know sometimes you don't, no, most of the time you don't like to do that, but come on, grow up, think of these things before you do them, you know? It's like, if you want something to succeed, think and then do. Don't do, then think, oh shit, we should have done this. Or just do both ideas at once. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, I'm just seeing this, like, game from the Assassin's Creed point of view because, you know, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right? It has nothing to do with the Brotherhood. It has nothing to do with Templars. And even when it comes to Legacy of the First Blade, it fails hugely on even trying to implement that into the game. Like, come on now. Darius, one of the legacy characters in Assassin's Creed. One of the legacy characters, let me just say that again. Legacy, right? One of the legacy characters used horrendously. Why? Because Assassin's Creed Odyssey and the way that is built, the way how the gameplay is, the story, how everything is built around that, how everything is done, it screws everything up, including a legacy character like Darius. It honestly is disappointing. I wish that it could have been, you know, better. I always hope that Assassin's Creed games are good. You know, I love Mirage, I love Brotherhood, I love all the games but Valhalla and Odyssey. I'm starting to see a few things about Valhalla, you know, some things that were there but weren't capitalized on. I'm starting to acknowledge better things about that game. But Odyssey? I don't know. Give me like 2-3 years and I'll come back to this and maybe I'll replay the game. You know, give me a few years, maybe I'll replay, see where my opinions stand. But Christ, this game is horrible. And again, this is coming from an Assassin's Creed standpoint. This is honestly disappointing because as an Assassin's Creed player, I guess, as someone that loves Assassin's Creed, it's kind of hard to get someone into the games, and then they get up to Odyssey, and it's just like, I don't know, but like, you talk about the franchise, right? And then you get up to Odyssey, and then it's just, I'd want to skip this one. The only reason why I would want to skip Valhalla too is, one, it's way too long. Two, the story goes around a lot of things that it shouldn't do. You know, there's a lot of things on the map. There's a lot of collectibles for no reason. And it's just, I don't know, it's just, I feel like there's a story, like I've said. I'll get into this in its own separate video. But I just feel Valhalla was going somewhere, but didn't reach there in the end. But we'll get onto that in the Valhalla video. But honestly, Odyssey just took me. It took me 3 years to finish Odyssey. I did not have the willpower to finish it. Well, I did near the end. It's just like I didn't have enough willpower to play it from start to finish in like a few months. It honestly was just that bad for me, as far as I can remember the last time that I played it. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna finish this video here. I'll see you in a bizzle. Take care, peace, and yeah, don't play this game. It's horrible. Unless you want to waste 60 years of your life, then go ahead. But coming from me, just don't bother. I mean, if you enjoyed it, fair enough, but, don't waste your time with this shit. Just don't. But, yeah, see you in a bizzle. Take care. Peace.
Final occasion, I don't need a generator. I got the energy, foot on the gas accelerating. All my moves are calculated, and other people weighing. I refuse to listen, cause I'm busy concentrating. Lay it all up on the line, with my heart up on my sleeve. Going hard inside the pain, till the day that I'm deceased. I've been at it for a minute, and now I'm picking up the speed. If there's one thing you should know, it's that I'll never concede.